thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
And again, it's the Heat missing. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. George dishes to Reddick. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sullinger the screen. And that's Evans penetrating. And the shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made the rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more visible.
For the Cavaliers, Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. McDermott comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Beverley. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And finished off by McDermott.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Evans. The Cavaliers making the shot. Ginobili attacking. Mirotic has a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And back to Mirotic last season. For 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Here's George. After the basket by Nikola Mirotic. 4 on the clock. Here's Beverley. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here's Jokic. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Let's take them back.
The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs.
Attack and find the open team.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are, what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation and coaches on the floor for this team of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any of the other role players that have come through the Spurs organization.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here. What do you guys see?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
They've got Jared Sullinger, Ginobili out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Johnson. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
The Heat making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bongano. Paul George comes in for McDermott. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. That is good.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Lillard misses. The Cavaliers leading by 10. George passes to Olynyk. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And George kicks to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Teletovic. This one for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Tyreke Evans is checked in for the Heat. Here's Shumpert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's the pick. And Lillard kicks to Sullinger. Drills the elbow jumper.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait. And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. It's stolen by Sullinger. In transition, here comes Miami. And Evans the basket on the assist by Shumpert.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been an every gamer throughout his young
Oh,
career.
something,
That is
yeah.
remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple. And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile, great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
Mirotic is checked in for Miami. Austin Rivers comes in for Damian Lillard. On a switch here also for Cleveland. Hill, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. And George gets it to go.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. Got 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
Redick with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Redick dishes to Dragic. 17 seconds left here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Olynyk. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good. There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here is Miritich. Good if it goes. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers would...
Hey, Kevin, we'll...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. And it was all about Cleveland as the game got going. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. They on deck. That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. So on the floor for Cleveland, Bargnani is out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Hill. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. That's good. And it's 6 points for Jared Sullinger. Cleveland leading by 14. Now Beverly. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Bargnani kicks to Beverly. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Shumpert. Clock at 6. Hill inside. Sullinger's there. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
It's Sullinger with the drive. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Andre Bargnani picks one up.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Good on the second free throw.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
And Beverly kicks to Bargnani. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
At some point, when he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
On defense, the Cavaliers, 17-point lead, their biggest. Lillard, the pass to Sullinger. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And stolen by Miritich. Rejected by Bargnani. They get it back. Sullinger dishes to Lillard. Evans with it. Now defended by McDermott. Kept alive.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for them.
Sullinger with the bucket.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Cleveland leading by 15. 1:46 left in the third quarter. And Beverly kicks to Bargnani. Now here's Beverly. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 3 to shoot. McDermott, no one around him.